Hello everyone, it is your boy Liger 0 Triple X, and today we are going to continue the adventures of Cinder Bahamut. Last we left off, we were in the sea of clouds, helping the people take care of the ship, as well as helping this boy here not embarrass himself in front of the girl he loves. Well, not any more than he already embarrassed himself. So, yeah, first let me hide the window. We are on Sage. So, let us begin. Very well. I admit it, it was incredibly harrowing experience. I could very have well died. You know, me, dead? On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal, and that, old girl, is no small feat. I have made a historic discovery, a fact even Lady Lannis will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? I forget where my... Ah, here we are. Boom. This is... I just remember I have to recollect all of them again. Oh god, that's gonna be a pain. That's gonna be a pain. Square, make something we can buy that can give us all the wind currents. Praise alone. I fear the worst. What happened out there? A primal? Are you sure? Yes, now that I think of it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of legend. A massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I've learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the vast god was certainly explain the same change in their behavior towards the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah, you mean to say that they have fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino. Aren't we forgetting something important? A few choice words, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on? Why, yes, you are right, of course. Mistress Bahamut deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed person. Well, if there's naught else to discuss, I would depart for Isgard forthwith. The Holy See and Temple's Knights must be informed of the new threat without delay. Of course, Mistress Bahamut, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Isgard with Lord Oshafont, and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then? No more forays into enemy territory? Very well. I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lynette. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. Ah, all's well that ends well. Eh? To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. There's still like a whole area of the crowd things I still need to. Alright, you need to. Yes. So far, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be trying to do this, continue this series under a new character on this server. I really wait. What the heck is that? The leaves of Iscard. Oh, that's the leaves. That's the leaves. That's the machinist. And we're going to be going to there. But yeah, so I'm sorry I'm a little late today. 24 minutes late, by the way. I'm sorry about that. Had to take care of adulting. Adulting sucks. So let's not focus on that. So I confess, I have always been rather fond of air search. Oh wait, no, this isn't the pause one. I confess, I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Emmerich of all that has occurred. Emilisa should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? Welcome, Mistress Bahamut. Shall I show you inside the manor? Oh, it's you, Cynder. Gods, why did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? I'm just going to sell most of the stuff I get from these quests anyway, because I don't. So now we continue with his side of the story. Yeah. Did I not make macros for my stuff? Okay, I did not. Hold on. Yes, we only have technically 3 classes. We have my summoner. My gunbreaker. And Sage. Unlike my main account that has pretty much all the jobs, this account is only going to have the jobs that I truly find interesting. So once I get time, I'm going to get probably machinist, dancer, monk, and that's about it. Oh, and samurai. Definitely samurai too. I will probably also get Dark Knight as well because I did love the Dark Knight tanking. Over the wall, Lord Arturo is less than eager to brief you on his mission. Well, I would think so. Let us begin anew. Mistress Bahamut, I am Sir Arturo de Fortemps, eldest son of Court Edmont de Fortins. You will forgive me my outbursts, I hope. I mean no disrespect, I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike someone. Hodgefont has spoken of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandande and Desmel. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it. Aye, well, suffice to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. But we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Valkenness. Let us make for the chocobo stables in the Foundation. Greetings, Mistress Muhammad. I've saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as for Lord Arturo's instructions. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo? May I ask? If so, you're interesting. I dare say you know this particular breed. Why? Given the bracelet, they can carry you quite high, too. Even over snowflakes. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, he's trained to carry you to your destination all by yourself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, and be sure to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Let us go to Valkenness. Corthus, the Corthland's Western Highlands. I remember during this day 1.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
Let me dock with the crystal real quick. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo water? Ah, don't tell me this is your first time to this shop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Thank you! My info. Get rid of some of this trash. Get rid of some of my trash. There you go. There you go, little lady. Oh god, I'm a horrible person for doing that, but okay. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwall is in charge here. He should be expecting us. It's been far too long. Far too long, Lord Artoel. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us for our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Cynder Bahamut, Ward of House Fortums. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmont spoke of you. Sir Redwall, House of Duraday, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Right. Before we speak, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Bahamut is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some villagers, and then came the calamity. Well, it became clear that the snow would not stop falling. We had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Icehorn and her kind have walked these lands with impurity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Vulcan's Nest is key to accomplishing those objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. But as promised, we of House Fortums are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Several craftsmen in service to House Desmel are contributing to the restoration of Vulcan's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Your talents would be... Roth and Foreman tell me he has needs of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind to seek him out? Normally I would just fly up and look for the marker, but I can't fly! I can't fly anymore. Okay, so we're going to try to get a sky view. No, I forget where. There we go. Oh. I just remembered I'm no longer a crafter either, so I have to actually pay for my stuff to be repaired now. Inside the building? No, these doors are locked. I forget where it is. God. Oh, it's right up here. Yes, I am Rolf. And who might you be? I am Mistress Bahamut. The promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I've the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this is ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle spirits, I tell ya. Mark my words, the pockets of them here and there, just waiting for me to turn my back so they could sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you'll sure find them. I'm not down here. This one's up here, if I remember right. This is a little unfair. This is the definition of overpowered character. This is all level 60 content. Mind you, this is like working up to level 60 content. So this is why I'm going to be doing Sage for this one and the other one, and then once I hit the 80 level stuff, I will switch to my summoner, because bad news is hello brothers bought this thinking I will use this for raid as an alt character, and I wasn't. This was for streaming purposes and to have a character on the server that I have some friends with that I didn't want to, and plus I didn't want to transfer over my main character because I do love the FC I'm part of. So yes. So that's basically why I'm not using my summoner and why we are already at the thing, because he skipped the base story. So I'm going to just do the rest of the story all the way up to Endwalker, and hopefully we can get to the Endwalker before all is said and done, before the new DLC for this game comes out. Cynder Bahamut. Oh, no, I'm reading the wrong thing. The first and foremost, good help is hard to find, a sad truth that Roth knows well. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I tell you. I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a way to keep you to myself when there are others out there that need help, same as me. So if you keen to keep on doing what you're doing, I ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge that threw out in the waste, if you've never been. Based by the name Baramont is out there trending to the thing. Good man, Baramont, but I reckon he's taking on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Yep. Time to ride. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect has not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I'll be in your debt. Alright, time to kill 3 of these bad boys. There you are. Have the bristles? Yep. Here you go. I'm just gonna float them over between this distance right here. Ah, feel how coarse that is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Hathras, the first Azure Dragoons, and one of Isengard's founding fathers. Symbol of everything the Dravians despise, which is why they're taken to searing it with dragon fire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration to our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud signing testament to the determination of Isengard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. They may be hard, and the work may be hard, and the conditions harsh. But as a proud guardian, I could ask for no greater honor. Well, I'm happy for you. Are you for Valken's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Yashdor, stationed at Anvil to the west of here. He always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road your way she came through on patrol, I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. And now we ride. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theramont labors most day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring our lower-born nation in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Fairmont. May your journey back to Valkenhurst be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwall. I like how it's like kicking up dirt, but there's no dirt, just snow. That's some dirty snow up. I just made a rock. And bada boom, bada boom. I must applaud your initiative, Mistress Bahamut. Ruff tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have no time to talk to thank you properly. I have a task to which I will commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Adderall included. In times such as these, Sir Redwall is glad to have veterans like you to whom he can turn. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillamont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north of River's Meet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortunes we know not, but regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land, which we can claim and has been claimed, which can claim and has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Otterell will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mistress Bahamut. Lest you be unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Cortland's western highlands, one of many sacrifices to be made in the wake of the calamity. He would be surprised me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Yo, I'm just gonna take my motorcycle. Here we are. There, below us, Camp's Riversgate, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we follow the beach below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the river's bed below, east of Black Iron Ridge. See, here's the thing. I can jump down and be perfectly fine. See, here's the thing. We jump down here, jump down there. Bada bing, bada boom, your mom's, your dad's, your uncle. But no, we have to go the long way around. Still, it's possible that the recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Ridge. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Down, boys. Are you alright? I heard the sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 night save. Just like I thought. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mistress Bahamut. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Naught but white all around. Until we saw Saints moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others. There was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, the heretics' highway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done. But first, we must see you to safety. Remember, stay hydrated. at the end of our hope. Lord Otteral seems loath to forego any opportunity to locate the heretic's hiding place. He has the right of it. Mistress Bahamut, whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Valken's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretic trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. And Cynder, thank you. I'll do you one better than leave footprints. I'll leave a freaking bike trail. Let's go! Oh, come on! Let me jump down and kill myself. There we go. I remember being absolutely terrified of this day one because it was, oh, we got a dead body here. It is the end of all things to lose the child of failing, have all my innocence. The tracks continue to the north. Duty commence. Help! Somebody help! Where do you think you're going, boy? Stay away from me! No, I think I'm just going to take you out to keep my dot on you. I mean, you're already a little less than half. Yeah, you're spineless, alright.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
I'm fully behind that. Hence why my last name, Bahamut. What of the innocents who died when you attacked the Foundation?
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Mistress Bahamut, praise alone, you're alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. Blah 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 blah. So, we're located in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this eve, my friend, and I shall see your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Knights be not proud. Lord Arthur would rather not linger without cause. The knights have matters well in hand. Let us return to Valken's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwall. Come, after tracking heretics across mounds of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. Does anyone know if Aura's are cold-blooded? Because if Aura's cold-blooded, I pretty much I'm pretty much well and truly fucked. But there's something I want to say because I don't think I have it on. I think it's system configuration. Hold on, let me see. No, I don't like roll. I also need to switch headsets because this battery is about to die. Okay, so that's that. Nope. Mouse display setting. Yeah, we're doing improve 4K, improve drone quality. And we're using 4K here, so that's all pretty much the changes. Get it. Your low battery. Give me a second. Okay, so it's not that. I'm trying to remember where. Control settings, UI. Players guy, no. Take that off. Oh, display targets. There we go. That's all the changes I really want to make. And boom. So I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, real quick, get me another bottle of water, and plug in my headset. So, BRB. Hey, and I think we are back. Let me just make sure everything seems to be working order. So let us continue onwards. And boom. But we're going to skip all this and just teleport back to Falcon's Nest. And no, I'm not using these teleportation tickets. Lord Atra, Mistress Moment, full glad I am to see you both back hale and healthy. What news? Blah 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 blah. Blah. You mean to say you hunted the heretic down on your own and slew them before we could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to Father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Atron. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandal and Fortemps can achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Muhammad have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot, in good conscience, impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Isgard with my thanks. As you wish, sir, Red Wald. We thank you for your hospitality. Yo, we're going back to the big city. No, that's Linda. Welcome, Mistress Bahamut. Welcome, Mistress Bahamut. Shall I show you inside the manor? Please. Thank you. Yeah, but this expansion is, I think, people say this is where it really started to pick up, and they are right. This is where the story really picked up, really came into its own, and I just love everything about it. I can't wait to go continue through it, see all the changes, all the things that have changed because of all of it. It's just, I'm ready to go through all the expansions. It's just so exciting. Mistress Bahamut, I would speak plain. For the first, I question your motives and your competence unjustly. I now realize rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Hauntifog swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course, but on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. To be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmead, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of heroes, an honored guest of House Fortins, my new comrade in arms, Pontifog's dear friend. I told myself if it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any signs of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Hauntifog had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks my own weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Mistress Bahamut. On that you have my word. Okay, we're just going to sell it. It's going straight up on the market board. Let Chocobo whistle. Yay. Ah, Mistress Bahamut, my lord, the Count, much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Atra and Lord Imram. If you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanalane's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord!
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamayo.
Zamayo.
How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Am I about to have to slap a hoe? I'm about to have to slap a hoe, aren't I? Oh well, let's continue onward. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your success, even as we celebrate them. Just like one such member of House Desmel is manipulating Sir Granox, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not, if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. Thank you. Thank you, because I'm about... Sir Emmerich. It has been too long, Cynder. Would this visit came under happier circumstances. You have come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Chitaru, I take it? Yes, he needs to be free. Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the long crime. Truly, I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or the flying pheasant whale. The Sir Gonox accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heaven's Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights of all of Isgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice to say, their testimony is unbreachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics, defeating Siva, helping us defend the steps of faith, and drive back the Dracanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course, in trial by combat sanctifies the Inquisition. Words! I can English! The victor claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Isgard law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Alphino and Mr. Chitaru would be expected to face Sir Grenox and a second of his choosing, another knight of the heavens roaring towards flight. Two of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphino's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Words, I can English. Mr. Shataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously felt of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion fighting her step. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I'm sure Lord Haltercom, but all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among them, and mayhaps in the realm at large. You don't fuck with the Dragon Girl. Don't fuck with the Dragon Girl. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphino at once and inform him of our intention. Cynder, meet me at the tribunal when you are made ready. Until then, my friend. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Don't need no rhyme or reason, but I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. I forget what this mission is. What is this? Witnesses. Afterward. I've seen rather those person. What? Huh? So you didn't see the trial earlier? Ah, you're lost. Fury, take me. The way the Heritage won that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to. The blade was so big, had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with the Temple Knights for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the depths of the seventh hell, bellowing threats, working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. I'm pressing you for details. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. Yo. Oh right, this is the Dark Knight thing. I'm technically going to go buy the Dark Knight stuff, so yeah. Listen carefully, Cynder. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate the charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mrs. Taru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Granok's face when he sees his true opponent. Tis be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look for me in the stands. I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever contrive to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? I'm about to whoop a knight's ass. I'm about to whoop some knight's ass. This is about to be fun.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of two souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these two foreigners consorting with heretics.
You're full of it.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you.
How do you plead?
Will you take up arms to refute Sir Gruno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge, but I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
It's just like... I will.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
My pride.
were a thought. So be gone, thought! They won! I mean, we won! The Fury has spoken. Alphino Levia Tataru Taru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners, accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. No problem. We are all good here. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity, two brave young souls bound together by the persistent bonds of camaraderie. Calamity? English. Words. I can English. Teamwork. Why? It stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Have been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of my admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Are we allowed to bring that in here? Magnificent, is he not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Cynder? Will you take her for your steed? Lord Hotchafot, chocobos are permitted in the supreme sacred tribunal of Hello, the Inquisitive Doctor. Your steed must remain outside. Sorry! Well, the most important thing we got out of that was the Aether Compass. Aether Currents now accessible. Collection expanded. Aether Compass now acquired. You have obtained the Black Chocobo. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must find and attune to all local Aether Currents. In order to attune to some Aether Currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid in this endeavor, you have obtained an Aether Compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and distance to the nearest Aether Current upon use. The Aether Compass can be found under Collections in Duty section of the main menu. To review your progress, select Travel from the main menu, followed by Aether Currents. Black chocobos are all well good, but the true reward for your effort is the exoneration of your comrades. I hope I said that right. I window. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fort Tomsman. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss this today. But before we do that, I want to visit a friend of mine and see what he's up to. So we'll go. I think he's at his private, so we'll use. Oh, he's not at his private estate? We're looking for Lord Lake King Asgard. We'll go say hi. Holy crap, we found Link! No dodge, just damage. But it's time for me to get back to the story, so... Excuse me. Let's continue the story. Yes, I would like access to the mana. Amelio. Alone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Bahamut, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, Houston. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Vested 2 of the Heavens Ward while the city elite look on? By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. My lord. My lord. We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Bahamut. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor! A personal summon is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Bahamut. We shall speak anon. A priest will be awaiting you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him, and he will escort you inside. Well, you don't want to keep a bishop waiting. We're basically visioning the Pope. I could get rid of the pillar. Oh, it's just up the road. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Bahamut. This way, please.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thorin the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress.
You don't look a day over 200.
Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence? As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder, being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power, that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict.
These things are the closest beings to, like...
And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
I do kind of want to. We might just do the quest for Dark Knight because I do want to know, does it change for Auras? Because, spoiler alert, if you haven't done the Dark Knight quest, you meet a fellow Aura who is a Dark Knight, and I'm wondering if you being an Aura as well, he calls out the part where the Isgardians mistake us for being part dragon because of our horns and tails and scales. Welcome, Mistress Bahamut. So I saw you inside the main. Yes, please. How long have we been going? We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
Just a small talk to the bishop.
Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
Yo, we got you, me, and the rest of the team is on their way.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Rauburn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauburn.
Raban. Hold on. I do have a question. Is Roban and Roban, is it pronounced the same way in Elden Ring, Roban? Or is it Rodan in Elden Ring? Flame General Affairs. Alphino wishes to share his plan of action of rescuing Roban. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Rodal without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultana, which is why I propose we would visit Limsa Laminsa. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as immediately in trade negotiations between House Fortums and Laminsa Consortum. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a staunch ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Roban. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Laminsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xandral at Boral Call on the lower decks. He will admit you to the brig. And teleport right to me. Well, oh man. Speak with surgeons at home when you are ready to meet the Admiral. He will admit us to the bridge. The Admiral has been expecting you. Say the word and I'll take you to her.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seedseer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
I mean, I understand where she's coming from.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long.
Exactly.
Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Rauban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the Brass Blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Yo! Roban's survival is vital to the Yorzian alliance. We can ill afford to lose him, but I cannot send troops into Udal to spell the end of the alliance in war. Like as not, if there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. Ugh. I would not have it any other way. It was I who founded the Crystal Graves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant Toll, working in a kitchen. To Revenant Toll. Mr. Cynder, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words could not well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us, took the rising stones by force. Amidst the chaos, some of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Raven's Toll, keeping watch over the years, while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Menta that you were searching for General Roban. If the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently removed from his cell in the Majaj pit. At the same junction, your Hasi and the 3rd unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flanger to the scene of his execution. Suffice to say, we have people souring the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Dowa at High Bridge, where I, too, am back. I forget where High Bridge is. Oh, it's in Thanaland. Oh, I'm like far away from it. Okay, we'll go up. go. Hide window. I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so be discreet. Your Haas and his men are bound for Halatal. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hozan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join. You come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilbar arrived in Hati. From this, we may be certain that General Roman is being held. There is no time to lose. General Ada may be executed at any moment. You must enter her freedom from his capital. Please see to your preparation and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own will come.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Ralban is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan! The three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Doware and Higiri with you. With me!
But yeah, for the most part, this will be a casual playthrough of all the expansions. We've seen the Pilsenberg movie. I also want to see the Mario movie too. I heard it was, a lot of critics gave it bad reviews, but a lot of people say it was a really good movie. Rescue Robot. Don't worry, buddy, we're coming. We have to come a lot there. Remember how... Did I take a wrong turn at Albuquerque or something? Wait, no, we were up here, weren't we? Or am I tripping balls? I don't remember. I don't remember where we came from. Oh my god. That's how you know you're messing up, when you don't even remember the entrance you came from. Warrior of Light. Since I can't remember my way, so I basically screwed myself. Up there's Robot. I should have realized it was the big blue circle. The general. But where's his captain? Okay. He is bound by some Magitech device. Yet I dare not force it open. It may very well be booby trapped. I've heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and explore. That will not be necessary. Pray, do not take it personally, my friend. You are the victim of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly unto the blossom ozone of Dahl, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. Farewell, friend. Oh, I tried to relax. They killed rifles my healing. Leave me. Save yourself. up the pool. I have the mana to spare, so why not? Does this guy for my healing? Let's go. This mortality. It's just like, I did it. They're like, wait, she's a healer? It's just like, yeah, I'm a healer. I would know. I want to know how they got this much poison to literally fill this entire cavern. They dead. That's what you get. I wish I could teabag you. Oh, there's the key. Let's go up and the key. Take it to Raban. No. No, I'm just going to take the key and run to the exit. And escape with it, leaving you guys here without the key. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. My thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What clever conscience fancy to use? Well done, hero. Hellfire. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, Scions. Let's get this over with. It's the time for assassins here. Push the blade, Bill. On, whatever it takes to survive. I'm no hero. Never was. And never will be. I'm thankful.
It is nothing.
Limb from limb.
Wait, how did that hit? Come on. We're healing each other out today. Let's do this. Yo, we just took this blue boy out.
This changes nothing.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite.
If you think you fight for justice, lass, you best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves. They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
You'll not get away!
Yeah.
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
Dude, we don't leave anybody behind.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
Alphino speaks truth. On your feet, gladiator. This fight ain't over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lass. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without...
Once I agree with her. Get to safety first, then start conversating. The general is safe? What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilbard and his minions have fled somewhere else, I egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Ada, I presume the Scion and the Scions at the same time. And who are you? Identify yourself. Pray, do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, he bade me direct you to the steps of the walking sand. Know that Master Oriange awaits you there, along with the others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you, General. If you come with me, I have prepared a carriage that may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Pray to return to the walking side. I have spoken with Orion. He confirms the man's story. Roban is in safe hands. Let us make our way to the base with Thank you. Wrong place. When you forget the 22. Ah, right. Yep. So it was Horizon. Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid? Oh, I don't want to use a ticket. Those tickets ain't cheap. Use them for other things.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
I still want to know, is Pippin adopted, or is he the legitimate son of Roban? Because if he's the legitimate son of Roban, I'm wondering, there's a lot of questions to be had there.
Pippin! My son! And Master Papashan besides!
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You...
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering.
You have my intrigue.
I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
I had not counted on prioritized Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more pessimistic. Much remains to be done. In rescuing Roban, we have taken a vital step towards resolving matters in Ilda. We could have done it without you, Cynder. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. To siege or not to siege? That is the question. Whether it's better to have siege or not to siege at all. Alphino is distracted by the call on his link pearl. We will be right back after this short break. So, you know what to do. Go to the bathroom, let the cat, let the dogs, let the pets out, and we'll be right back after this short break. I have returned. As we shall continue. Tataru. Yes, General Bond is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. Tis, it would seem we face another crisis. The Dravenarians are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Though I'm loath to abandon this hotel to our fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dualala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Topham and the others to investigate and return with all haste to Isgard. To Isgard! Wait, how much is it? Don't worry, we're coming! Was that knight always there? Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Bond short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city is awash with rumors of another Draenarian attack, and Lord Oshafon was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head on. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such clarity. As I'm sure you are now aware, the Draenarians are once more gathered for war. Mistress Bahamut, Master Levier, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the Azurian bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up forms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Isgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Isgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I will not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we fled to the ends of the world, 'tis would seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Isgard. Once more her wary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to sign the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow men, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Cynder? I would say stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandoned our allies in their honor. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have just road yet. Should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir M will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our pursuances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Turns Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to assure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! You would speak with Lord Commander. Pray, make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
'Twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Hey, anybody else hear that? The church is evil. The church of the Holy See is evil. History tells us that the Dragavavians will attack as soon as the Holy Horde reaches the city, a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you're ready, Estinians, let us see about our task. Cutscene time!
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution.
The church is evil.
We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. Now, I shall wait for you at Saint Renanette's reform. I almost said reform. Form. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that, I need no reminding. Come, Cynder, let us back. Can't we just use the link pearl? People, we have link pearls for a reason. Use them. Really, this whole quest right here could have been skipped easily if we had just used the link pearl. Link pearl. Words. English. Yes. Let's go inside the manor. Blah 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 blah. Of course, our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Cynder and I return to Ishgard. Now, before you freak out, calm down. Blah 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 blah. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on Alphino. I made it specifically. Speciality. No, I couldn't possibly. Very well. Thank God we got you out of those clothes, man. You look like a nerd. Well, you still look like a nerd, but you look less of a nerd. By the 12, it fits perfectly. And the quality, it's actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I was listening to the rumors and the likes. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. Thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me on the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Tis the least I could do. Now I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all that gossip. Best of luck on your journey. They have no knees, the little people. But we do not fret, for the little people are mighty. I'm going to say... You did say the wait, what was that? Okay, so the skill 5. Manufacturing. You have said your farewells then? Yeah, I made my peace with my gods. Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Eithart without delay. Very well, we shall prove... But she will prove an elusive query. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence of Yasel's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where Sud was found last. The Korean West Highlands. Speak with Sir Red Wall, was it? As the commander of Valkyn's Nest, it is like that he will know of any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Well, well, Miss Bahamut, what business brings you back to the balcony? And judging by the contained keep, it can be no trifling matter. Zero Dragoon. I know, of course, I do not believe I have met this one. Alphino Lavier, at your service. And you were not mistaken to the gravity of my mission, sir. I am sure you are aware the observatory has warned of the Gravnarian. Yes, I finally got it. Gravnarian gathered for another fuck. We believe there may be a way to avert the conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceland. Thus have we come to Balcony's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretic movements. I see. That you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from a sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to take up over the remains of the heretic refuge or Ghana Mill. It's possible they have unearthed information that can be of use to you. Mistress Bahamut knows well the place I speak, for it was she who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while you two visit this refuge. When I have compiled my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Cynder, I am eager to learn what those men have found in the pit. But yes. We ride off into the night. And we hopefully don't die. Right now we're playing Final Fantasy 14 and I'm in the middle of a quest. And I think I'm lost. Happens when you get off the beaten path. Gotta keep backtracking. Oh god, this is that makes me wonder, could you actually drive on a motorcycle in this kind of snow? Makes me wonder that sometimes these questions, these things keep me up at night. Along with, how do you tell the difference between a male elixir and a female elixir? These are just some of the questions that keep me up at night and make me wonder things. My mind goes to dark places. Wow, since I saw one of these. Mistress Bahamut, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner have we changed upon a promising looking self of letters than we were ambushed by saddles by great white beasts. 'Tis what seems the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our men were badly wounded, and you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Cynder. Time to go kill some wolves. Or polar bears. Oh dear, that creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more of a hindrance than a help. Pray, go on ahead. When you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the I cannot English today. Expedition leader that it is safe to return. Alright, Alphino. Leave all the heavy lifting to me again. Wait, mama, Jesus, that's a big polar bear. Did your dialogue change? I heard a frightful growling from below. You encounter more of the beast, I take it? Yeah, we did, and me and my friend out here just slayed them. We slayed. We slayed so hard. Yet got so far. But in the end, it might just matter. The beasts are slain then. My thanks, Mistress Bahamut. We may return to our duties without fear of a mauling. Mauling. Getting mauled. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw. By rages, those epitaphies contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divined some clue from these letters, or we wandered the snowfield and prayed the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. There's hardly a choice at all. Alrighty then. We're going to finish this quest and then I'm going to call it. Normally I end at 1 on Tuesdays, but I actually need to go take care of some business. So I will be ending a little earlier today than I normally do, but normally we will be doing this until 1 o'clock, but like I said, more adulting, more boring things. I can't remember. Okay, we have 2 out of the 3. Nope. There we go. Have you recovered much of the heretics' correspondence? I recovered 3 things. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Levier and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt Gorgon Mills heretics and their fellows in the amphitheater. There are requests of foodstuff, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. So we're going to call it there. We will return to the adventures of Cynder Bahamut, the Warrior of Light. It's been fun and been interesting, to say the least. So I'm going to call it here. We're gonna see if I can raid somebody. Go raid Lucy Pyre. It's been fun, and like I said, it's all up to you guys. Talk to y'all later.